When you land your first big job, there are a few things you can do to set yourself up for success down the road. I'm Craig, and if you're new to my channel, I'm a former financial coach and jack of all trades who likes teaching people skills that are going to be useful for the real world. When you start to make more money, the tendency is to spend more money. But if you can delay this urge even for a little while, it can snowball into some other great opportunities. This scenario always takes me back to my time as a military recruiter. I'd work with young adults who didn't necessarily have the best opportunities growing up, and most of them wanted to improve their financial situation. The military provided a significant increase in income for many of these young men and women. Time and time again, I would see them come home from training and blow all the money they had just saved after several months worth of work. Many of them bought new cars. Some just spent lavishly on going out to eat. Others upgraded their living situation. Unfortunately, many of them found themselves back where they started financially within a few months of returning home. Had they delayed making those purchases and invested the money first, they could have used the gains from their investments to pay for those things that they wanted to buy. The problem is that that takes a lot longer, and in general, people want things now. This concept is fresh in my own mind because I myself just got a new job. Now, I like to practice what I preach, so I figured I'd share how I prioritize my finances when getting a new job that pays more money. When you get an offer letter from a company that has a good sized salary number attached to it, it's easy to think about the things that you want to buy. Before I ever calculate how much money from my paycheck will actually hit my bank account, I look at how much money I can put into my 401k that will get me a match on my retirement account. A 401k match will vary from company to company. I've had jobs that didn't pay any match at all, and I've had jobs that would match up to 10% of my annual salary. This is important because this is free money. After I calculate how much money it's going to take for me to get the maximum match from my company for my 401k, I also look into maxing out my Roth IRA as well. These are two separate retirement accounts, but I can contribute to both of them each year. The maximum I can contribute to a Roth IRA right now is $6,000 per year, which when I divide that by the 12 months of the year equates to $500 per month. So at the very minimum, I want to contribute enough to get the maximum match on my 401k, and I want to max out my Roth IRA. Currently, the maximum I can put into a 401k is $19,500. That number does not include the matching funds that the company puts into the account too. The $19,500 is the amount that I can put in. Between those two accounts, that's a lot of money. We're talking over $25,000. The key here is that I don't have to do this forever. If I do this for a few years when I'm younger, that money has time to grow in my investment account. If I wait until I'm older to contribute to my retirement account, that money doesn't have nearly as much time to grow. So I will need to contribute a lot more to end up with the same amount of money to retire with. I think a good target to shoot for is $150,000 in retirement accounts by age 35. I have a whole video about this that I'll link to in the description. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just some guy on the internet. So always do your own research when you're looking into your investments and your retirement planning. Now, contributing the max amount to a retirement account for 5 years at a younger age would easily compound to $150K by age 35. 5 times 25 would be $125K plus some growth in interest there. I think that's easily doable. The problem is when people get that first big paying job, usually the first thing people upgrade is their vehicle. And I get that. You make money and you want something to show for it. A retirement account doesn't look nearly as flashy as a new car. I mean, I can't drive my retirement account to work. But on the flip side, a car sitting in my driveway is just going to depreciate, and it's not going to grow interest and turn into a larger sum of money. This really comes down to your personal goals. I personally don't want to have to work forever. So my goal is not to buy flashy things. My goal is to sock away as much cash as possible into investments that will create enough passive income that I don't have to work anymore. I want to spend my new big paycheck on things that will generate more income for me. A car doesn't generate income. A retirement account will. Another area where I like to spend that new income is in real estate. Now, I'm not talking about upgrading my house so I can live more lavishly. I'm talking about buying a place that will generate some form of income. Maybe that means buying a 2-bedroom house where you can live in one room and rent out the other one. Maybe it means buying a duplex where you can house hack and live in one side and rent out the other. Either way, I think you get the idea. The bottom line is a few simple choices like this early on in life can make all the difference down the road. So when you land that first big job with that great salary, I hope you remember this video, and I hope you can leverage that new salary to obtain your financial freedom. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this.